Kale Mori walked alone through the suspended crystal corridor of Etherean Magic Academy, boots echoing softly against floating marble tiles. Outside the transparent walls, islands drifted in the sky like fragments of broken gods. Streams of mana shimmered between towers like veins of light. Students filled the halls in clusters, heirs of noble mage clans, elemental prodigies, summoners with legendary contracts. Kyle had none of that. He had average mana, average grades, average lineage, and until recently, he had Arya. At the center balcony overlooking the grand atrium stood Arya Valen, the Academy's star of lunar invocation, silver hair flowing, blue eyes glowing faintly with natural mana affinity. Students orbited her like moths to starlight. Kale used to stand beside her. Now he stood 10 steps away. Lucian Drake stood at her side, tall, confident. His crimson-trimmed uniform marked him as heir to the Flame Sovereign clan. His presence radiated heat, literal and social. Lucian leaned close, conjuring a delicate phoenix made of sapphire fire in his palm. "For you," he murmured. Arya laughed softly. "It's beautiful." Kyle felt his throat tighten. He stepped forward. "Arya." She turned, smile fading slightly. "Oh, Kyle." Lucian didn't turn fully. "Mori." Kyle ignored him. "You said we'd practice barrier weaving together." Arya hesitated. Lucian answered smoothly. "She's training in advanced astral flame resonance today. It's not beginner level." Kale met Arya's eyes. "You didn't tell me." She avoided his gaze. "I didn't want to hurt you." The words hurt more. Lucian's lips curled. "Improvement requires strong partners. Surely you understand." Kale forced himself not to react. "I see." Arya placed a hand gently on his arm, but it felt distant. "You'll get stronger one day, Kale." Lucian slid an arm around her waist. "One day," he echoed. They walked away together. Kale remained in the corridor as whispers followed him. Wasn't he dating her? Guess she upgraded. Can't blame her. Upgraded. The word burned. Days passed. Kale watched from afar as Arya and Lucian trained together in the grand arena. Their magic intertwined elegantly, flame and moonlight spiraling in perfect synchronization. They looked powerful. They looked right. And Kale looked alone. One afternoon, during a public sparring event, Kale finally approached them. The arena buzzed with excitement. Lucian had just defeated a third-year Thunder Mage in under a minute. Arya rushed to him. "You were amazing." Lucian grinned. "With you watching, I couldn't lose." Kyle stepped onto the platform. The crowd murmured. Arya stiffened. "Kale, don't." Lucian tilted his head. "Is this about you and her?" Kyle swallowed. "I just want the truth." Arya's voice was quiet. "You already know it." Lucian spoke plainly. "She's with me." The arena fell silent. Kale's chest felt hollow. "When?" he asked. Arya hesitated only a second. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks. While she still trained with him. While she still smiled at him. Kale nodded slowly. "I see." Lucian stepped closer. "Don't take it personally. Some people are stepping stones." The crowd laughed lightly. Arya didn't defend him. That silence broke something permanent inside Kale. "I hope he gives you everything you're looking for," Kale said quietly, and he walked away. That night, he didn't sleep. He left campus before dawn and crossed into the forbidden wilds beyond Etherean's mana barrier, an ancient forest where physical training techniques from pre-magic eras were rumored to exist. Most mages neglected the body. They relied solely on mana. Kale found a crumbling shrine buried in roots and stone. Glyphs carved along its pillars pulsed faintly. Enhancement through endurance, power through discipline. He dropped to the mud. Push-ups. 100. Collapsed. Stood back up. Sit-ups until his abdomen burned. Sprint intervals between ancient stone markers. He lifted boulders etched with old reinforcement runes. He tore his palms open. He kept going. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. His body hardened, but more importantly, his mind sharpened. He studied mana compression theory at night, learned to condense his average mana into dense, efficient force. Instead of flashy spells, he trained impact control, reinforcement, speed enhancement. He stopped checking if Arya watched him in class. He stopped caring if Lucian laughed. He trained in silence. Whispers spread across campus. "Have you seen Mori lately? He's different." He hasn't spoken to Arya once. Arya noticed too. One evening, she found him alone in the lower training chamber. He was lifting a mana-infused steel bar designed for upperclassmen. His back muscles flexed beneath his uniform. Kale? He didn't immediately respond. He finished the set, placed the bar down calmly, then looked at her. His eyes were steady, unbothered. "You look stronger," she said. "I am." She stepped closer. "You didn't need to disappear." "I did." Silence lingered. "I never meant to hurt you," she whispered. He studied her face. For the first time, he saw not a goddess, just a person. "You didn't mean to," he agreed. "But you did." Lucian's voice echoed from the stairwell. "Am I interrupting?" He walked down casually. "You've been busy, Mori? Trying to impress someone?" Kale met his gaze. "No." Lucian smirked. "Good. Because Arya and I are competing in the Sovereign Trials next month. Real mages only." Kale's expression didn't change. "Then I'll enter too." Laughter filled the chamber. Lucian stepped close. "You compete with elites?" Kale's voice was calm. "Yes." The Sovereign Trials were the Academy's most prestigious dueling event. The arena was packed. Noble families watched from elevated balconies. Arya and Lucien entered together, flame and moonlight swirling dramatically. Kyle entered alone. No effects, no fanfare. The early rounds were easy. Lucien dominated opponents with overwhelming flame constructs. Arya danced through battles with elegant lunar blades. Then, final round. Lucian Drake versus Kale Mori. The crowd buzzed with anticipation. Arya stood at the edge of the arena, anxiety flickering in her eyes. Lucian summoned twin flame spears immediately. "I'll end this quickly." He attacked in a barrage of elegant destruction. Kale moved differently now, precise, measured. He reinforced his body and stepped through the flames, dispersing them with controlled strikes. Gasps rippled through the audience. Lucian's smile faded. He summoned Azure Dragon Inferno, a massive serpent of sapphire flame that devoured the arena floor. Arya shouted, "Lucien, that's too much!" The dragon roared toward Kale. Kale inhaled, compressed every ounce of mana into his core. His muscles glowed faintly, not bright, but dense. He stepped forward. One punch. The dragon shattered. The shockwave cracked the arena. Lucian staggered, disbelief in his eyes. Kale closed the distance instantly. One final strike to the chest. Lucian fell. Silence. Then, the arena erupted. Kale stood over the fallen heir. "I was never weak," he said quietly. "I was undisciplined." He turned away. Arya stepped onto the arena floor. Her voice trembled. "Kyle." He stopped, but didn't face her. "I was wrong," she said. "I thought strength meant brilliance, status, power you're born with." He turned slowly. "And now I see it's built." She reached for his hand. "You became everything I wanted." Kale looked at her hand, then at her. "I became everything I needed." He stepped back. "You didn't choose me when I was ordinary. That's fine, but don't choose me now, because I'm extraordinary." Tears filled her eyes. Lucian lay unconscious behind her. The crowd watched in silence. Kale walked out of the arena. This time, no whispers, only respect. That night, Kale returned to the forest shrine. He knelt again, but not broken, not desperate, just focused. He realized something simple. He didn't train to win her back. He trained because pain forced him to evolve. And evolution didn't need validation. Back at the Academy Tower, Arya stood alone by the window. Lucian's glory had faded. Kale's absence now felt heavier than his presence ever did. She whispered into the night, "I chose power." The wind carried no answer, because Kale wasn't hers anymore. He belonged to discipline, to growth, to himself, and that was stronger than any magic bloodline.